Hello traders, Nick Shaheen here looking at Workhorse. Painful day if you're a bull. I understand that there was a headline. I haven't read it. I heard from the chat room. People are telling me that something about they didn't get the contract. If I remember correctly, there was some sort of a contract with the government, USPS maybe, I'm not sure, they lost it. So a 50% haircut tells me that there's so much hanging into one thing, and so there's little things that the bulls are hanging on to. So let's see who, if this is tradable, how and who shouldn't, and all of this. So, but I did this a video on it, I think on December 10th, which is somewhere around here. And my comments were, I rewatched it a little bit, and my comments were 19 should be a floor. If they lose it, they'll go to the other support levels that I discussed, but I said it should be a floor, and there was a certain move coming. I said the direction is unknown, but I said 19 would be a floor, therefore I look for the upside. And I said the upside would fill the gap, this one, and then go to the moon. These were exact words I said in that other video. So they filled the gap and they went to the moon. And now they're falling back into going into some grotto or something. So let me show you the circles I drew during the other video. I haven't touched it since then, I don't think. So here are the circles. I believe I did these two circles, this one for sure during the video, maybe this one. I added this one since then. So my point here is that today on 223, they sliced through a level that has been in contention for so long. Look, it was a wall, and then it was a breakout point after a battle. It was a battle lost and a battle gained, and a hold, and now they didn't even come close to it, straight through. Bad luck that it happened on a bad market day. The Nasdaq was down 3% at one point. They are bouncing now, and to show you that I'm not a hater, I'm long NEO now. On the dip, it went to like 41 and change. That was a no-brainer because of charts. Don't care about the companies. So let me start my conclusion here. If I'm long, this is not the time to panic out. Ooh, it's falling as we're speaking. And if I'm long, I don't add. Okay, this is a speculative stock. I don't average down in speculative stocks. They could go to zero. They have gone to zero. Speculation, the word, should scare people out of taking position in to begin with. But they fall in love with the stock, and then they get cut in half. They say, oh my God, I loved it at 34. I'm going to love it more at 15. First of all, I need time to pass before averaging down under normal circumstances. And when I take a speculative bet like this one, I just stick with my initial risk assessment. The only exception is, if I wanted 100 shares, I only took 50 in my initial entry point. Okay, I could add the next 50, but my decision was to take 100, and I took half only. I didn't take my position and then decide to double my position. That's the difference of averaging down or not. If I took half a position to start, I'm not averaging down basically as a concept. I'm just taking my full position in two tranches. But if I decided that I want to double my risk with the number of shares, not for me. That's not for me. Good work for somebody else. So now it's back into this zone. I'm just simply going to extend it. It's literally in the middle of it with this consolidation. So this is a young stock. I don't know if they have income yet, but anyway, so this is the longest stretch that was like, okay, we agree, buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell. So that's why it held, and this is 50% haircut. So I don't know about margin calls and all of that. How many of those are out there who bought on margin or whatever? So the margin call thing could extend the pain more than one day. That's another reason why I want to wait. So if I know options and I want to own the shares, I would sell some put spreads and then take off the protection leg later if it stabilizes. So very risky proposition to double down on something this iffy. Now don't take offense to me using words like iffy. By definition, if a company is trying to establish itself, it's an iffy proposition. So this is the overview of the company. I don't know how accurate these numbers are. I mean, that's a SPAC, right? So nothing in history. But price to sales tells me that they have no sales. Are you 4,500? Okay, that is 1,000 times more expensive than Amazon, just if you take it that way. Clearly, it's not a stat I would use because it's meaningless. It just says they have no sales. And the entire stock price is hope of future success. Not a bad thing. It just reinforces the fact that it's a speculative bet. So I have issues with anything above 40. And that puts Zoom and all of those guys, Lemonade, I think, no, not Lemonade, the other one, I can't remember now. All these high flyer internet companies that have lofty valuation, not from the profitability, but from the price to sales perspective. Like, how much sales do you expect to grow in order for it to become reasonable? Like, if I buy it right now, I'm giving it, what was the number, 4,500? 4,000 years worth of sales in the stock price today. That just tells me that there's no way I can use that statistic for anything. It just says that, hey, that's all hope. That whatever I get from it is hope on the future, which is the definition of it. Same with Nikola. It's either a fraud or it's not, right? It's not the case with Tesla, because Tesla has actual metrics I can use. I went long Tesla at the dip today. So there. I'm not against EVs. I'm not a hater of markets or anything. I'm just literally trying to trade the market the way it's dealing itself. And this, I'm helping a friend, convince a friend, a dear friend, to not average down, because I know his instinct would be to grab, another batch. We don't know what's going to happen with this company. So for me, I don't want to do it in my hands. So support zone gone. We can eliminate that. Boom. Big consolidation zone, that's still valid. Why not make it a little bigger so people can read it, Nick? Jeez Louise, man. What is this coming out of your paycheck or something? Here. But now we have to take out lines because it's become big. I love wasting time. No, that's just kidding. Anything for the viewers. Okay, so now it is the consolidation zone. It's a fight for the level. Don't know when exactly went public, what of it, the SPACs, I'm pretty sure it's a SPAC where a company, quote, merges with another company. Basically, somebody has money, somebody has an idea, they get together and say, hey, let's create one, let's call it this, and we'll go forward with it. Nikola, this one, I think, Palantir, I think, was one of those. But it has a business, Palantir. So I did buy the dip in Palantir last week, and on Monday was an instant, whenever it fell on unlocking, shares getting unlocked or whatever. So trading the price action, much happier than trading with loving stocks. There's no way I would get married to stocks these days. The market is too fickle, absolutely crazy. So just trade according to charts, make it without sentiments. So the meme is buy the dip, buy the dip. Well, I wouldn't buy the dip unless I'm not long. So if I'm not long this guy and I want to get long this guy, Workhorse, I could do it. And let's see what the options can help us. I've never looked at options. Well, I should say I haven't looked recently. So if I believe in it long term at 15, why not get paid $300 today to buy my shares, my 100 shares at 13 between now and April? Yeah, I can get paid today if I sell this put. And money goes into my account. No money goes out of my account. I'm not long, in a sense, shares. I'm committed to buying shares at 13. That's it. That's all I'm doing. So if I love it here, wouldn't I love getting paid to get long it at 13? That's the idea of selling puts. And if not here, if I wanted to go out to the end of the year, I can do that at 10. So it's just another way of looking at things. I know, wrong window. It's scary to look into something I don't know, like options, but it's safer, and I'll put safe in big caveat, bold letter. What safe? There's no such thing. There isn't. It is. It gives me a buffer zone. Okay, if I buy shares today, I'm at risk today. It starts falling, I start losing. If I sell puts below today, I don't even own the shares until it falls to 13, and even then, I get put the stock at 13. The position disappears. So I'm no longer red in it because it will be red as it's falling, and I keep my $300. So somebody that bought them today is down from 15 to 13 already, doesn't have the $300 I have. So my break-even point is even lower than 13. So 10 would be my break-even point if I did the math correctly. Anyway, so there are ways to do this. When markets are going wacko, it's a great time to learn new skills. First of all, I would encourage you to look into some charting skills. I mean, I don't have to. I'm an engineer. I figured all this stuff out on my own, and I don't have to completely depend on my opinion, fundamentals. Sometimes I just leave it up to the chart to tell me what not to do. Like in this case, there is risk to come down to here just from the chart, but you can see it as I'm doing this video, it's falling precipitously. It's now down 51%, where it was, I think, in the 40s when we first started the video. So will this hold? Will it not hold? If we stay here long enough, we'll get that answer. So play some music, but there are a whole bunch of other little ones below it. I would not catch this falling machete. It might have a small handle and a huge blade, and it's going to cost me digits. I definitely would not add. But if I ever thought about going long, then there we go, lost it. So it's literally a falling machete. Boom. More pain. Capitulation. Anyway, it's ugly, folks. I feel bad for everybody that chased it up here. That's why I don't chase. Whenever somebody asks me, hey, what do you think of Hyliion or this one up here, or any Apple in the chart when it's like this and there's nothing here, I say, you know what? The best thing I can say to myself is this is not an obvious point of entry. So I want obvious point of entry, because the way I qualify it is I picture my mother. She's close to 90, and if she hands me money, say, hey, put this in the market for me, do I dare buy something up here? Anything? No. You know what? Let me find you something else better. Yeah, so it's not my nature to chase. I'm not contrarian. I just don't want to chase. Last one right here. I'm loitering. Did we close? No. I was like, everything paused. Oh, it may have halted. It's not moving. Anyway, all right. Good luck, everyone. I hope that this rebounds for the longs.